we have a massive amount of work over the next 5 to 10 years that has to be built. And the irony of the AI race is the biggest bottleneck to it is humans. We need people to build this stuff. Until we have robots building these buildings, it is a function of human hands to build this stuff. This workforce is retiring at an unprecedented rate. Half of them are going to be gone in the next 5 to 10 years. So how do we replace that? Off-site construction, modularity, those types of things help offset that load. But the fact is that our industry needs people, and we have to do a better job about pouring into the next generation of electricians, plumbers, mechanical guys, designers, engineers, architects. All of those folks go into one big melting pot that gets this industry forward to where we're headed. The stigma in our country is that a 4-year degree, a bachelor's degree of arts or sciences is the way to go. The reality is a lot of kids don't know that they can have a very successful career in construction. And so recruiting that next generation is key. So how do we solve this problem? It comes down to 3 things, and it's something that all of us need to invest in and pour into. The first is just recruiting the next generation. The next is marketing that, investing that. Companies throughout this industry spend a lot of time talking about what we're building, but we don't spend a lot of time talking about who's going to build it. And we really need to do a better job of recruiting, even down to the high school level, of getting kids engaged in the trades and understanding what opportunities are out there. A lot of them feel like they don't know what they don't know. And then last is breaking the stigma. I mean, our industry has a stigma with young people of sweaty days, digging ditches, getting dirty. Construction today is very different than it was 10, 15 years ago. We are dealing with computers, we're dealing with AI, we're dealing with virtual design, we're building things now like never before. And I think it's super interesting to this tech generation that's grown up on computers and phones. And we don't do a good job of breaking the stigma that those kids are looking for in a career. I spoke to a young man this past weekend. I asked him where he's going to school, and he felt embarrassed to tell me that he wasn't going to college. He really wanted to go to trade school, didn't feel like talking. And I'm like, man, that's awesome. What do you want to do? And he's like, oh, I think I want to be an electrician. Those are the types of kids I'm talking about. These kids that feel like college isn't a fit for them. Every one of these schools, programs at the high school level, trade school level, they need support. They need money, they need funding, they need involvement from industry, everything from vendors to manufacturers to subcontractors like ourselves, to invest in these kids, talk to these kids. Internship programs, co-op programs with these generation is vital. That is the biggest salesman that we can create, is by going into these places where we haven't gone in the past and creating a group, an attitude of kids that says, man, that sounds really cool. I'm going to tell my friends about it. Recruiting the next generation is a monumental task. We all know it. We need roughly 500,000 additional construction workers in 2025. Owners, architects, engineers, all of those, everyone that has a foot or a piece of the footprint of construction and design can help with this, because it's such a wide net to cast, but we have a vast amount of people that we need, and we all have to support the trades, support what we're doing at multiple levels across the country, because we need a lot of people. We're not going to get them by osmosis.